Now, one of my favorite ways of making money online is with no customer service, where I don't actually need to sell anything, and where it's almost completely hands off. And what I mean by that is you do the work once, you set it up once, and you get paid month after month, year after year. Sounds good? Absolutely. Well, you've probably heard of it before, and it's called AdSense. Now, AdSense is a fantastic way of making money, and I've been actually involved in AdSense since 2003. And I actually have websites which I built in late 2003 and built in 2004, and they've been consistently making me money ever since then. Literally hundreds of dollars a month, these websites. And it's AdSense is one of these funny things. It's sort of, I think recently it's actually become very unfashionable. Believe it or not, in the internet marketing world, different ways of making money seem to sort of become fashionable, then go, become very unfashionable. And AdSense is one of those funny things where you talk to some people and they'll say, oh, you can't make money with AdSense. That's all finished. You can't make money with AdSense anymore. Well, that's absolutely not true. I talk to a lot of gurus, and I tell them how much money I'm making with AdSense, and a lot of them just simply can't believe it. They're like, what, you actually make money with AdSense still? And that's because a lot of people exploited loopholes that were in the Google algorithm, if you like. So sort of back in, I think it was like 2007, 2008, there are a lot of people out there who were building very, very spammy websites, and they were literally putting hundreds, if not thousands, of these websites up every single month. And I knew a few of them, and I know one guy, for instance, who was making over $2,000 a day using this loophole, or exploiting this loophole. But like all loopholes, it ended, and literally overnight these guys went from $2,000 a day down to about 10 cents a day, and they were banned from AdSense. And it all stopped, which is why when you talk to a lot of these gurus, they say, oh, AdSense doesn't work anymore. Yes, the loopholes don't work anymore, but if you do AdSense correctly, there's still a huge amount of money to be made here. Even it was, I'd say about 2 years ago, a year ago, there were a lot of courses out there showing people how to build mini websites. So these were like 2-page websites, 3-page websites, building them around kind of very exact keywords where they were low competition, but you made a lot of money from each click. And that worked for a while, but then last year, when Google brought out its algorithm changes, and again this year, it's these sort of sites have become less and less effective. Again, all these people are trying to do is exploit a weakness in Google. But if you actually get to to the stage where you're like me, these kind of loopholes or these sort of exploits that Google has don't affect you, because what I actually do is I build authority websites. So what does that mean? Okay, so that means basically it's a trusted website. It's a website that Google trusts. Okay, and the great thing about these types of websites is you need to do very little SEO on them. You don't need to spend days and days and weeks and weeks and weeks doing keyword research. You can just literally build your articles, write your articles, build your website, and upload your articles straight to your website. And believe it or not, building these types of websites is very, very easy. Now, the great thing about authority websites, I'll give you an example. I built an authority site this month. I think it's 14 or 15 days old, and after 15 days, 14 or 15 days, I was looking at my Google Analytics account this morning actually, and I'm getting about 100 visitors, unique visitors, to this site every single week, and that's only after 14 days. I haven't even put AdSense on this site, but I'm going to be putting AdSense on this particular site, which I'm talking about, next week, and I'll be generating money very, very quickly. So this is still an amazing way to make money, and it enables me to have the lifestyle where if I stopped doing what I'm doing tomorrow, so if I deleted my email list, I stopped selling products, I stopped teaching internet marketing, I would still make a very good living online just from my AdSense sites. And that's why I like AdSense, because you do the work once, you do the keyword research, you build the websites, you write the articles, you put everything together, and then the site just continues to make money literally for years and years to come. Like I said, I have websites which I built in 2003, and they're still making me money every single day, which is crazy, really. Now, today what I'm actually doing is I'm on my way to the store to buy some magazines, and also browse through their dummies books. You may have seen those books where you have, like yoga for dummies, or dieting for dummies, those sort of books, and also magazines, niche magazines, because a lot of people, when I talk to them, they say, oh, I can't work out a niche, I don't know what niche, I don't know what subject to build my AdSense site on. Now, niche selection for authority sites is actually incredibly easy. It's very, very easy to do, but you can still get stuck on it because it can be quite hard to find, because you still need some, when you're building an authority site, you still need to obviously be in a market where there's money being spent, you need to be in a market where there are advertisers, and you need to be in a market where people are what I call irrationally passionate about their niche. So what I do normally when I'm sort of building the next 4 or 5 sites, I'll go to the store and I'll have a look at the magazine rack. I like to go to quite a big magazine store, so this is why I'm heading out today to my local mall, where I know there's a very big newsagents where they have hundreds of magazines. And I'll look at the different types of magazines. So for instance, I know last time I was there I saw quite a few magazines on boating, but not just boating, niches within that. So they've got magazines on sailing, they have magazines on narrowboats, for instance, all sorts of things. So I'm going to have a look at those and then pick out several magazines and purchase them and take them home and do. That's how I do my research now. Like I said, also the dummy books are very good. So if I actually do find a niche that I'm interested in, quite often what I'll do is I'll buy one of the dummy books, and then so if it was like a yoga dummy book, what I would do is, or if it was a niche within yoga, I would have a look at the chapter headings, and those chapter headings quite often will be the categories within my blog. Anyway, that's enough about authority websites today. What I'm going to actually be putting together for you probably the day after tomorrow is another video all about authority AdSense websites, and I'm going to be going through exactly how I pull out these categories and how I put the website together, and a little bit more about exactly how I'm making money with AdSense.